Lord Zannah, now that you are the king of the Sith, you must go to Dantooine and kill what's left in the Jedi Temple.
Yes, Emperor Perseus. I will now go to Dantooine and destroy the last of the Jedis.
Greetings and welcome to DarkSide Island. Today's guest is Lord Zannah.
This is the DarkSide Chats International, powered by the Dark Side.
Greetings, Lord Zannah.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Question 1. How long have you been a Sith Lord?
That's a loaded question. A long time. Let's see here. A Sith or a Sith Lord? Okay, let's see. I was born 1,010 years before the Battle of Yavin on Samov Rit. My master, Lord Bane, apprenticed me probably about 13 years after that. Seeing how I'm so old and all, my memory's kind of going fuzzy here, so bear with me. At about age 29, I was successful in, let's say, usurping my lord. So I'd say I've been a Sith Lord for about 1,039 years now.
Your costume is so unique. How did you make it?
Well, my costume actually started out as a Iron Age battle armor for the SCA, which stands for the Society of Creative Anachronism. I've been a costumer for probably 15 years now, just in a different area of costuming. I did Norse, Iron Age, battle, fought with sword and shield on the battlefield, usually standing against anywhere from 600 to 6,000 other individuals on the field. It was a lot of fun. When I read the Bane trilogies, on the cover of Rule 2, Zannah is actually in armor, and the pauldron that is shown on the front of that book is a lot like what I have. So I took that and I modified it after retiring off the battlefields of the SCA, and I made Zannah's armor out of that Iron Age armor. But the way it works out, it works really good. It looks very otherworldly the way I've done it. I did brand new van braces for it, made a whole new pauldron, saved the old battle skirt, refurbished it, and there you go. Voila, Darth Zannah.
How did you become a membership application modifier on the Dark Empire?
Well, I think my official title is membership officer. I'm not really quite sure. That kind of just happened. But from my understanding, I was kind of doing that anyway before I was even the membership officer. It's the Dark Empire is not a very old costuming group, so I kind of got in, pretty much in the beginnings of it, and I think I'm the first membership officer with that official title that the Dark Empire has had, so I would be number 1. The thing of it is I was already kind of, because of my personality, recruiting people, just being me, and I think I was honored with the title because I was already doing it. Which it was a great honor for me, absolutely, especially with such a young group as the Empire is.
When did the Dark Empire first get founded?
Well, let's see. There's a little bit of a backstory because the Empire has had a little bit of a rough beginning. Not too bad. We had to be restructured one time since we were founded. With the help of the Rebel Legion, members of the Rebel Legion, not the Rebel Legion itself, but some individuals who were costumers within the Rebel Legion, a person known to us as Darth Craven founded the Dark Empire. And I believe this was in April of '07. For those who are fairly new to the world of Star Wars costuming, the Rebel Legion, they are very well known and are a highly established Star Wars costuming group. After a little bit of a rough start because we had to restructure, the restructuring was completed in the early part of '09. And I believe there was a lot of help from a Lord Colban with Darth Craven, and also our current CO, who is Lord Draconis, Nightstar. With the continued support now of the Rebel Legion, also members of other costuming groups like the 501st Legion, the Mandal Mercs, and the Jedi Assembly, we have really taken off and are being very successful with our efforts. With the support of all these costuming groups and the fan base community as a whole, we've really prospered, and we're now an international organization, and we've gained the attention and approval and recognition of LucasArts as a Star Wars costuming group. So we are well on our way, gaining great integrity, and I'm just really proud of everything that we've been able to accomplish as a group.
When you go to conventions and charity events, do little kids come up to you and ask what it's like being a Sith Lord? And ask for autographs?
Well, first off, the answer is yes. I love making them happy. This Sith Lord has got children of her own. I've been a child myself, so believe it or not, and I know what it's like to be a child and to be starstruck, basically. So to be able to do that with kids, you almost feel like the roller coaster a little bit, and you're kind of taking them on a ride, and being that's the case, there's a lot of responsibility that comes with that. You sure don't want to, as a Sith Lord, you can be very intimidating and frightening. So, we have to kind of tone it down a little bit for the little guys. But yeah, they seem to love attacking us, and because they usually identify with Jedi, not Sith. Daggone it. And so they want to attack us, and so. I'm pretty obliged to give them a pretty decent fight. The charity work, that has really, that's made my life. To be able to be involved and to bring something that I love so much into it as a part of it, especially where kids in need are concerned, because anytime you can lighten up anybody's life, especially under dire circumstances, I have no words. I have no words for that. But yeah, I do like being a Sith because of that. And I have asked for a couple autographs, not many, but I haven't been to many conventions yet either. And I really haven't had an opportunity to do a lot of charity work yet. So, but I have had a couple of autographs, of which I'm happy to oblige.
If you could use any force power, what would it be?
Oh. Okay, use any force power. I would have to pick force push, and I know a lot of people would probably say lightning and some other things, but I think the force push, because that would give me the ability to throw things at my opponent and time to muster for another plan of attack or defense. So, and sometimes I'd like to force push my husband down the driveway, so I'd have to say force push.
And last but not least, if you could meet George Lucas, what would you say to him?
So far as if I met George Lucas, I remember being asked this question once before, and I was totally caught off guard with it. And of course, being somewhat of a fangirl, I kind of tripped over myself on that one. But I think I would actually look at him and ask him if he'd marry me. But other than that, seriously, there are some symbols on the back of Obi-Wan's Starfighter in the Clone Wars, and I was able, myself and some other people were able to see that Starfighter on display at a child's museum in Indianapolis. We've got photos of it, and we cannot translate in Arabic or in the fifth hieroglyph what those symbols mean. So I think I would ask him, what the translation of those symbols are, because I'm just curious and I need to know. Other than that, yeah, I think I'd want him to marry me, so I'd have to pop the question.
Well, that is all we have time for today.
All right, and thank you very much. It was an honor to be here, and I hope you guys have a lot of prosperity in what you're doing here and reach a lot of people. And may the Dark Force be with you always.
So, may the dark side flow through you always.
Give yourself to the dark side.